What are some common misconceptions or myths about tissue culture that you'd like to debunk?
Um, okay, so I'm not sure if they're common myths or the like, but there's several questions that the clients always come to me when I'm discussing this. So I don't know if it's a myth or if I'm just getting a small sample size. I'll go with those.
Sure.
One of the concerns that I've had several growers, specifically because of regulatory threats. They were concerned, okay, so once we start doing this stuff, you're doing all the science things. What's going to make, how am I going to be sure that when I give you these plants, they're going to be like, they're hemp right now, but what if they go hot? And I'm like, do they have a history of going hot? Well, no, it's less than 1%. Okay. Well, are you going to make it into marijuana? And I'm like, no. So, like, some of the things that I don't think several people understand is when you're doing tissue culture, you are making an exact clone of the mother,
Mhm.
the donor tissue, unless you are doing genetic modification specifically, which is another step. If you just clone that process, whatever it's whatever genetics it has is what the daughter is going to have.
Sure.
So like it's not going to suddenly it's not a like 0.02% THC plant is not suddenly going to go 20% just because it crossed the threshold of my door.
Right.
Um, unless we do a lot of extra heavy lifting to like insert things, that's one thing. Another one is that they have a lot of questions is whether or not it will impact the growers' organic certifications, um, which that is, it's not necessarily like a science myth, but it's like it's something that is very much so of interest to the client. Um, what is organic or not is a government regulation, and tissue culture does not impact your organic certifications at all. Like it's apples to aircraft carriers. So like it would have no more impact on your organic certifications on whether or not you used an electronic vehicle to transport your cannabis versus like a gas powered vehicle. It's just we don't it doesn't the regulations don't apply to us because what we're doing we're only like we only have the genetic expressions of the plant that we begin with, and the daughter is it's an exact clone of the mother. So if once I hand it to you, if you continue to do your organics, it's still organic. I haven't messed up with any of your those are the two that I always get asked.
Yeah.
So those I don't know if they're myths, but it's like questions that the clients always have, so I thought I'd bring it up.
Yeah.